Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about the One Piece card game. I have got a deck profile for everyone's favourite deck here, and that is Nami. I'm aware this is a massively hated deck in the community, but you know what, I don't give a shit. I really enjoy this deck. I think it is a super fun skill check for the player piloting it. It requires basically perfect play and a little bit of good luck, and you can find yourself racking up a lot of wins, but obviously it plays on a very different axis to anything else, and so it can definitely not be the most fun. Also, Blackbeard ruins your day, because basically your leader ability disappears and you just deck out and you lose. So yeah, you need to be very, very careful about when you decide to take this. But if you happen to kind of see that the vibe in the room going into a regionals is like, hey, I don't think there's going to be much Blackbeard, then hey, Nami, that's looking like a decent choice. So let's have a look at how the list is looking. It is actually mostly quite similar to previous decks, but we did get a very, very big new card. So I guess let's start with the unit so we can talk about that new card nice and early. And that is our first one here. Don't worry, guys, this deck will be getting fully altered out as one of the few decks I still own. So I will pick up all those alt arts I've been missing. But here we go. We have got two Namis that are in alt art and 2 base. So yeah, 4 Nami. This card is crazy. This is a 1/1 with 1 counter. When attacking, look at 5 cards on top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 blue event out to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in the order. This is absolutely your best turn 1 or turn 1 play. It's not even close. And even turn 2, this is pretty good. If you are sure, depending on the matchup, where like if you're pretty confident that it will stick, then like yeah, this card is crazy. Yeah, I mean I don't need to explain to you like how searching almost your entire deck is pretty strong. But the main stuff you're going to be looking for is things like Pilaf, right? Like you find a Pilaf, you play the Pilaf early game, and you're absolutely gassed. So yeah, this is a very, very important card. The best card in the deck, Kaya. I don't need to explain this one. You guys know why. For Apis. This does come up a lot. So with there being a lot more blue in the format than there previously was, I mean, obviously in 8.5, but like at the start of 08, and there being a lot of puddings, you actually do want to be Apising relatively aggressively to keep that hand size to like 5 or 6. Like 6 is actually where I like to be, because it kind of like, it can make the opponent like play a less aggressive turn. I think like where like you can kind of maneuver the situation and like bait the opponent into like doing it when they could actually have been really punishing and like done an aggro turn, and then they lose 4 Don and they can't do it as much, and you only really lose a card and it's not that deep, or if you're bricked up or something, right? But yeah, so this card has become more important. And then 3 copies of our top 5 in Grandma Neon, and 3 Margaret as a blocker that draws a card. So one thing I have been thinking about and I have seen is playing the 2-drop blocker, the East Blue blocker, who mills when he's defeated. I think with Blackbeard in the format, that card is a lot better. But I don't know, man. Like I feel like we're losing to Blackbeard pretty hard anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll experiment. But yeah, definitely Nami is the most important new addition. So those are units. Let's talk about the events. We got 4 copies of Giant Gavel. This card is very important. This lets you, it's a 4K for 1 Don. That also mills 2. So yeah, very, very important there. 4 copies of Rubber Band. This is also extremely important. It is a very good trigger. The trigger is going to remove 2 cards from your deck. But even as main, you get to also mill a card, and it's a solid 2K counter. Desert Sparta, this is an amazing card to trigger. Same with Impel Down All-Stars. Obviously, Desert Sparta is a better card to have in your hand. That's certainly true. But either one, if you trigger them, you're going to be quite happy. You're going to be really digging through your deck. Obviously, Impel Down All-Stars is the best card you can trigger in the deck. 4 copies of Whitesnake. This card is very, very good into Doflamingo, because it's going to buff your power for like the turn. So the most annoying thing the deck can do is like just swing like 6 into you, or like so yeah, like it used to be swing 5, but now Whitesnake has turned that into swing 6. So we want to play as many of these as possible to just make ourselves slightly more resilient. If they're swinging 6, they're obviously going to be thinking about these 2K counters. They might swing 7. So the fact that you can Whitesnake and then like kind of make that as if it's the same thing is really, really nice. Snake Dance, this is very important for reusing your Kayas. Love Love Mellow, obviously, and Pilaf. These will be alt art. This whole deck will be altered out as much as possible, I promise. That's the deck. That's Nami in OP9. I think the deck is still good. I definitely don't think it's bad, but I think you very much have to pick and choose your days. Let's put it that way. It can be a little bit of a rough one, depending on when you take it, basically. It really can just come down to the luck on the day and the matchups you see. But I definitely think this deck is underrated right now. Blackbeard is bad, but like it's not unwinnable, and you can beat like every other deck in the format. Although obviously like some matchups are worse than others. Doflamingo is not great, but there we go. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe for lots more One Piece card game content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.